Welcome to Bloodroot Literary Magazine. I'm Doe Roberts. Thank you for joining us today for readings by 3 local authors published in Bloodroot. They are Nancy Kilgore, Suzanne Schoen, and Linda Hamadi. And it's my pleasure to introduce Nancy Kilgore. Thank you for being with us today and joining the reading series. Nancy Kilgore is a pastoral counselor in Hanover, New Hampshire. As a writer and psychotherapist, she is interested in exploring both inner and outer landscapes. Nancy studied writing at the Radcliffe Writing Seminars and has published through the United Methodist Church and in Journeys magazine. Nancy has a novel in the works. She lives in Post Mills. And Nancy will read her short story from the 2009 edition of Bloodroot. But first, Nancy, I wanted to ask you to talk to us a little bit about your exploration of inner and outer landscapes and how you apply that experience to your creative writing.
Well, I tend to write about the landscape. I just love describing nature. That's what people say they like most about my writing. And I'm also very interested in spirituality, and so maybe finding where the spirit is in us and in nature, and how nature becomes both a metaphor and a presence in my stories and in my novel.
Oh, that's wonderful, and I think the viewers will be able to hear that in the story you're going to read today. But I'm interested in the novel you're working on. What's the title of your novel? The
title is Sea Level, speaking of nature.
Yes.
And it's set in southern Virginia, the lower Delmarva Peninsula, in the 70s and 80s. And it's about a woman minister at a time when women were not in the ministry very much, and she's sort of a pioneer in her parish and gets into trouble.
Sounds like a great novel. I'm anxious to read it.